class, I have here a storybook. I will be reading it and afterwards I will be giving you an activity. Please lend me your ears. This is story entitled The Child Who is Courteous. Grandfather Uban's story happened a long time ago in a faraway kingdom. The king and queen of the kingdom were loving parents. They had 2 children, Princess Laura and her younger brother, Prince Rodante. Princess Laura was turning 13 years old when a cruel sorceress cast a curse on the kingdom. The king and queen died. Princess Laura was transformed into an old hag, while Prince Rodante was turned into a blackbird. Since then, the princess and the prince were no longer seen in the kingdom. By the sorceress' curse, Princess Laura and Prince Rodante shall forever remain an old woman and a blackbird, respectively, if nothing would change their appearance within the next 12 cycle of the full moon. The princess, who looked very, very old now, stayed away from the kingdom. She was not able to bring anything with her from the palace except her gold brother's necklace. She was forced to live in a cave near the sea. Meanwhile, Prince Rodante was cast by the wicked sorceress in the company of a flight of blackbirds. Princess Laura never stopped wondering if she would ever see her brother again. Every afternoon, she would take a walk by the seashore, and always she would see a flight of blackbirds alight on the sand. She never guessed that one of those birds was her brother. The 12th cycle of the full moon was fast approaching. If she and her brother did not revert to their former selves, they would never see each other again. One night, Princess Laura was visited in her dream by the king and queen. One of the blackbirds which always alight on the seashore is your brother, her mother, the queen, told her. Both of you shall be delivered from the curse if you manage to single him out and slip the gold necklace on him. Her father, the king, said. How will I recognize him? Your brother has gold. The dream was suddenly vanished by the cruel sorceress. From then on, old Princess Laura kept on wondering how she would recognize her brother. What did father mean when he said, "Your brother has gold"? Every afternoon, an old woman was always seen on the beach. She always had with her some grains as she watched the sky, waiting for the flight of the birds to appear. One afternoon, the old woman was overjoyed when she saw 12 blackbirds coming towards the shore. The blackbirds alighted on the beach. The old woman silently approached the birds so as not to scare them away. She scattered the grains on the ground. One by one, the blackbirds came to peck at the grains. The old woman carefully studied each bird, searching for a sign that would identify her brother from the flock. After pecking at a grain, each bird flew off. The old woman could not see a single sign from the birds that pecked at the grains, except for the last one. "Thank you, madam," said the bird after pecking at a grain. The old woman knew that This bird was her missing brother. Again, she scattered some grains. Again, the blackbird came closer and said, "Thank you very much, madam." The old woman quickly brought out the gold necklace and slipped it on the blackbird. Instantly, the bird became a 7-year-old prince. True enough, it was Prince Rodante. The surroundings swirled when the young prince embraced the woman. The terrible shrieks of the dying sorceress echoed throughout the world. At that instant, the old woman was transformed into Princess Laura. She and her brother were finally delivered from the curse. "How did you know it was me, my dear sister?" Prince Rodante asked Princess Laura on their way back to the kingdom. "When I heard how courteous you were, I knew you were the one in my dream spoken as someone who has gold. Our parents taught us to be polite. Because you are polite, especially to older people, you possess a golden spirit." The king and queen also recovered from the sorceress' evil spell. From then on, everyone lived happily ever after.